She keeps the menu simple, but these little tea sandwiches are delicious. Sandwiches made with tea in the middle.
I was gonna say that she took the grilled cheese sandwiches and actually made them edible.
She fixes one for me and I shovel it into my gaping maw during my break. She even gives me those sugar snap pea chips that I like. I salvage what I can of the day, but I'm mixing up orders while I think about Mason and her grandpa. She thinks it's unfixable, but that can't be the case. I know I'm being nosy. I should leave her to her business, but I continue messing up orders as I think up a plan. This person ordered the chips and got the sandwiches.
Oh, right. Just like everyone gets Landry's sandwiches somehow. Even though, like, Mason got rid of them.
Yeah. Maybe Landry secretly was staging a coup and was just like, yep, here, deliver this. I'm sure they'll like it. This will convince Mason that my ideas are good, right?
Taking advantage of Avery not noticing. My tips suffered a lot today, but I think I've got an idea that'll make it worth it. Did Mason stick around? Bet she didn't. Sure enough, she left without as much of a word. We made a few steps forward in communication, but there's bound to be some tripping. Hayes handles kitchen cleanup. I know he offered because things are still weird with me and Mason. That clears the front for the next stage of my plan. Like a secret agent, I slip upstairs and pull out the chocolate cake I've been eyeing all day. Mason considers it her specialty. I consider it heaven. Step 1. I box up a piece of cake. Step 1.5. I box up a second piece. You know, for me. Consider it my finder's fee if this plan works. If not, it's my preemptive consolation prize.
A good way of looking at it.
Either way, I get cake. I shove boxes into a to-go bag, then dump a fistful of menus on top. That's step 2, by the way. Then step 3, be cool.
And Avery, really obviously tries to tiptoe out of the cafe.
With sunglasses on, because that's how you're cool.
And their hood up.
That's the hardest step so far. I finish up my closing chores and scurry home. I take the other way home, the one that doesn't put me past the corner store. Don't want to invade anyone's space. Not yet.
Whoa.
Step 4, try to sleep. That turns out to be harder than the last step. I can't stop thinking about Mason. Maybe I am meddling too much?
Nah.
There's no such thing as too much meddling. But anything's gotta be better than what they're doing now. Neither of them are gonna take the first step. This has to be the right thing. Step 5, sleep in.
Avery's at least good at that one.
Yeah.
I do that part real well. I don't process my alarm until the 3rd time it goes off. One of you suggested it was, 4 p.m.?
Yeah, something crazy like that.
Good thing the cafe is lax about attendance. Anyway, it's part of the plan, I promise. I eat my slice of cake for breakfast.
Mason would be horrified.
You know, gotta make sure it's still good the next day. Trust me, it is. Yum, yum, yum. So that's step whatever. The higher my number of steps gets, the more my heart pounds. I really hope this works. So I think one of you made a comment about Avery's inability to count.
Yeah, the higher the number of steps gets, the more I can't keep track of, like, the number I'm on or something.
Avery can't count past the number 6.
Okay, the actual step Sorkstein?
That's a real number.
Once I'm 100% sure Mason's left for work, that was the sleeping in part, see? I slip into the black hole. Corner store.
You've been in the black hole this entire time.
Into the singularity at the center of the black hole. Sure enough, her grandpa's there, reading the paper. He glances up, but scowls and returns to the sports page. Here goes nothing. So, we got off on a bad foot the other day. I wanted to clear things up.
What do you care about some old man's opinion? Don't care about you one way or another.
But I care about what you think I'm doing. What you think Mason's doing. I see where Mason got that glower from. It sends a chill down my spine.
Get out.
I can do this. I can stand my ground. Okay, I will. I just wanted to give you something first. It's from her. From our work. I put the to-go bag on the counter and scooted toward him. It's from yesterday, so the icing's a little crunchy, but it's still good. I should know, I had some. Not from that piece, of course. I included menus if you want to see what we do. It's a cat cafe. If you like strays, you might like our cats too. One of them's your granddaughter. I've deflected his glare from me to the to-go bag. He's staring so hard I think it might catch fire. He has bag-related powers. I put the menu next to the bag, but he doesn't move. His gaze sneaks over to the menu. I guess it's time to enact step 7. Withdraw coolly.
Avery can count to 7. I'm so proud of you, Avery.
It's like Avery immediately walks into the doorframe.
Okay, that's all. I'll go now, like you said. Bye. Yup, that was cool. I walked into the doorframe, but at least I had my sunglasses on.
That's why you walked into the doorframe.
Couldn't see it.
Maybe I should have got sunglasses that weren't completely pitch black.
Avery thought you make sunglasses by taking like a regular pair of glasses and painting black on them.
Oh.
So it's just like black paint covering the lenses.
No use worrying anymore, I guess. I completed my big plan. The final step is to see what happens. Which is really hard when you have black paint over your eyes. I wonder what he's thinking. Is he happy that Mason's got a good job now? Does it matter if he's still mad? I hope I did the right thing. Reese and Landry's heads snap up as they hear the door.
Oh, Avery, thank goodness. I was worried something had happened to you. 2 tardy workers in a week. I'll have to talk to Graves about tightening that absence policy. It's no big deal, Reese, as long as nothing happened. You okay, Avery?
Yeah, sorry. I slept through my alarm, but I'm here and ready to go.
At like 5 in the evening.
Well, it's not entirely a lie, right? Mason's here, right? Everything okay?
Yeah, I thought she was getting sick yesterday, but she said she feels fine. She's making some amazing pumpkin soup today. You should try it.
It's pumpkin spice grilled cheese soup.
No, that's something that Landry would make.
He like buys that like store brand pumpkin spice stuff and just like dumps the whole spice container.
Oh no.
Into the cheese.
Ew.
It's like first he makes a cheese fondue sort of thing and just dumps the whole thing of pumpkin spice in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he like melts the slices of bread into it to make soup.
That's why you're not allowed in the kitchen, Landry.
Our Landry is so much more entertaining, though.
Yes, I love it. Don't dip your grubby paws into the stock pot until you're on break.
Yeah. Beyond that initial fuss, it's a quiet day. I mean, there's only like 5 more minutes left. I'm making it feel 10 million times longer by spending my time staring at the door.
Again, in a black hole.
Yeah, it's just time dilation. Is he gonna show up? Is Mason gonna get mad if he does? Ark! Ah! I was so distracted I almost tripped over Marina. At least she's looking out when I'm not. Sorry, buddy. I give her some extra catnip in apology, but I should know by now that starts a feeding frenzy around these parts. Before I know it, I'm up to my neck in cats. Hash Browns is practically climbing up my pants to get the jar out of my hands. And I hear it. The door. I nearly dropped the jar. It's him. He actually came. I'm so excited. I'm so nervous. I slam the catnip jar on the table and wait for the circling cats to get to the door before Landry. Welcome! Welcome, sir. I'm happy to see you.
Just coffee.
You got it. Here, come take a seat. Kick up your heels and relax. He doesn't do that last part, but he at least follows me to the seat closest to the kitchen and settles in. What kind of coffee would you like? We have a grilled cheese coffee special. Compliments of our barista. Do you like espresso? Cappuccinos? Flat whites? Mochachinos? Punkachinos? I still don't know much about coffee, and I'm nervous, okay? So I rambled a bit.
Just coffee. Nothing fancy.
You got it, sir. Most esteemed highness. It's on the house, by the way. Family discount.
In that case, give me that soup, too. Who's special?
Mason's special, not Landry's special.
Big difference, yeah.
Coming right up. I bound into the kitchen like I'm breaking up a wedding at the end of a rom-com. I want to tell her so bad.
Don't run in my kitchen.
I'm sorry. Just a little wound up. You've got a special guest.
Don't care about celebrities.
Oh.
It's like I knew this was coming, but I forgot when it was coming.
This is by far my favorite expression in the game.
Oh, it's something different. You'll see.
Order up.
Okay, thanks, bye. I grabbed the tray and careened back onto the floor. Mason's grandpa barely even looks up when I set the coffee and soup before him. It's a shame. I put a real good flourish on it, too. He does notice that I can't stop staring at him as he sips his coffee.
Close your mouth, unless you want to catch flies.
Right? Like before. I busy myself by aggressively cleaning all the tables around him. With sulfuric acid.
What? No, Avery. Why would you do that?
It's the only way to be sure.
If I completely destroy it, then it can't become dirty.
He stares at first, but gets used to it and ignores me. He's just silently eating soup with a stone-faced stare into the distance. Is he watching the cats? I'm gonna pretend he's watching the cats. When I see him push the bowl away, I pounce. So, what did you think?
Tastes familiar.
Wow, that's great. I'll get the chef so you can pay your compliments to her. I don't stick around to hear him object. Mason! Hey Mason!
What? I'm right here.
Oh. Okay, a customer wants to talk to you. About the food, of course.
What? They got a problem? Ain't no problems with my cooking.
No, I think he liked it. Come on. I grab her hand and pull her out of the kitchen. Grab her hand by sticking her fingers around my fist. I've barely got her out of the kitchen when I feel her freeze. She's suddenly as heavy and still as a statue. Her grandpa looks just as shocked. An eternity passes. I feel like I'm gonna melt caught between their stares. Mason looks pretty angry. Maybe I messed up. Maybe this is a mistake. She opens her mouth to say something.
You took my recipe.
Just doing what you taught me.
Been here all this time.
Yeah.
Got your cake yesterday. The chocolate one. Still making the icing too sweet. Come over and I'll show you how to make it again.
Mason's never been one for a lot of words, but now she looks like she's lost all of them. She stares at me dumbfounded, then back at her grandpa.
I better get back to work.
Did I drive you off? Didn't mean to push you away. I was scared. Lost too many people like that, so I went too tough. Regret it every day.
It wasn't you. I was bullheaded, too stubborn, wanted to prove myself and let pride get the best of me.
Grandpa does something I've never seen from him before. He smiles. This is just so...
Oh, so touching.
His eyes...
And just like, I don't know what about, especially like old people and grandparents, it just touches my heart more than like the average cutscene maybe normally would.
He's so happy. And they're like, just like grumpy, and then he's like, aw, and then,
Like a little wrinkly smile.
Yeah.
And then people were saying, since we're on Mason's route, if we're helping her with, like, this personal problem, does that mean if we do someone else's route, we won't get to resolve this?
And they, like, never see each other again.
Oh, no, my heart can't take it. What if they all have equally emotional problems?
His eyes glimmer a bit in a glossy sort of way. Maybe it's the light. He clears his throat.
I gotta work.
Mason turns and takes unsteady steps toward the kitchen.
Key lime pie. Make me key lime tomorrow. You know, it's my favorite.
Mason freezes in place. It's gotta be the lighting. Her eyes are also glittering when she turns around.
Yeah.
And, with a forced march, she disappears back into the kitchen. I heave a sigh of relief, which is enough to remind her grandpa that I'm here.
You. What's your name?
Am I in trouble? Avery, sir, most exalted, high majestiness.
Avery. Thank you. Think we needed a bonehead to get moving.
Bonehead? Anytime. I'm just glad. I hope this means you'll talk more.
Said this was on the house, right?
Yep, you got it.
Good. Come by sometime and I'll repay the favor. You like donuts?
Uh-huh. Love them, sir.
Good. Now, gotta get back to work. Can't keep the store closed. Could get used to taking lunch breaks, though. Bye, Avery.
Bye. He's gone and out the door before I realized I should have asked his name, too.
I'm just generic grandpa.
Crap. It's not like I know anyone else who'd be able to tell me his name. Guess I'll ask next time I see him.
And Mason's like, yep, his name is Grandpa.
It's very embarrassing when he was growing up. I should go check on the other bonehead. Mason's hunched over the counter, hands balled up into fists. Is she mad? At me?
No, she wants you to grab her fist now.
Mason? She starts and turns away to stir the soup. She's adamant about looking away, no matter how hard I try to get her attention.
Really got your nose into this one. Couldn't leave it alone, could you? Just had to keep prying.
I know I probably should have left it alone, but what if you never reconciled? Like on the other routes. I couldn't stop thinking about that. Like, what if it stayed as a lonely old guy with a cat he doesn't know is his granddaughter? That's too sad.
But it's probably what happens in all the other routes.
I know it's going to be a long path from here, but...
So nosy. So pushy.
I freeze. My heart is going to jump out of my throat. I don't know how to react to that. My fight or flight instinct is going wild. But then she looks up.
Oh my gosh.
Logically, I know she has emotions besides scowling, but seeing such a genuine smile from her, it's such a pleasant surprise. I can't help but smile back.
You stubborn idiot. Thank you.
Of course. Glad I could be an idiot for good for once. She's actually laughing. She is. Before I can say anything, she turns away. I'm never gonna forget that expression. Maybe she used to smile like that all the time. I hope I get to see it more often.
Get back to work. Day's not over yet.
You too. If you slack off, I'm gonna steal all the Mont Blanc.
You don't even like Mont Blanc.
We'll see about that.
I don't have to like it to steal it.
I stupidly putter around for the rest of the day. I barely even register what's happening. Like the fact that the roof is gone.
Just realized the sky is the same color palette as Avery's jacket or hoodie.
Oh.
Nice.
After a stress drain like that, nothing else could possibly get me all worked up again. Not even the lack of a ceiling. And it's back. Mason calls me to the kitchen at the end of the day. I bet she needs me to lend my muscle to scrubbing the soup out of the stock pot. I have one muscle. Oh, wait, I'm the worst person to ask. I have negative muscle.
It's great because you did it the exact same way last time.
I did?
I think so.
I seem to remember it going like that last time too.
Oh.
Excellent.
Apparently my brain works in predictable ways. Instead, I see her at the counter with 2 to-go bags. I keep wanting to say Togo bags.
Togo.
Huh? What's all this?
Couple of things. First, cookies for Granddad. Will you go with me to take them to him? I can't carry him.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna go hang out there after work?
Of course. The second one's for you. Made you dinner, so stop ordering takeout. You're gonna get scurvy if you keep eating nothing but pizza.
Aw,
Pizza's
thank
a
you.
vegetable.
It was declared so by the state.
Does Landry make grilled cheese pizza?
It's just grilled cheese cut into the shape of a triangle, but it costs $10 extra.
You can get sausage on it as well, but it's just tiny grilled cheese sandwiches rolled up.
I was trying to think of a way to make this more sad, but I can't. Because
Made it as sad as possible.
yeah, because when you first said grilled cheese pizza, I was thinking, oh, like the crust is a grilled cheese sandwich, and you put like the pizza toppings on top of that. But no, it has to be sadder than that, apparently.
Pizza contains all the food groups, so I'd be fine, but I appreciate it.
Unless you ate Landry's pizza, that does not contain all the food groups.
He has a version that has pineapple on it.
It's just a whole uncut pineapple.
Oh. It's like they took a pineapple and you know those like horror things to get like the middle of the pineapple out? He used one of those and like made a grilled cheese sandwich, rolled it up, and put it back into the hole of the pineapple. That's how you serve it.
I wish this Landry were like the actual Landry in the game. And there's one more thing.
Before I can even move my lips to form a question, she grabs my shoulders and pushes me into the wall. She's not too forceful, but doesn't stop the pathetic yelp of surprise as I make impact. Is this going where I think it's going? Yep. She needs to bend to kiss me. But I like that. I like all of this a whole lot, actually. I suppose Tom probably has to bend a little bit to kiss me. I haven't seen it from outside, so I'm not really sure.
Mace is like a whole foot taller than you. Like, look at her.
Yeah, okay, well, it's not that big a height difference then. Her kiss feels like she's trying to force me into the wall. This is going to be a lot to keep up with. But I like that too. I like Mason.
Thanks for letting us know, Avery. We couldn't guess.
Because of all the yelling I did earlier?
Yeah, that was part of it. Come on, let's go.
She pulls away and drops the Togo bags in my hands. Her steps take her to the threshold of the door where she stops, waiting for me. You got it. I barrel out the back door. A moment later, I feel a cat land on my shoulder.
I forgot how many cute, portraits they had.
Yeah, it's like we just get a whole slew of CGs all at once.
Yeah. I don't know how she jumped that high, but it is Mason. She's capable of anything. All right, to Grandpa's. Can I call him Grandpa?
That's his name now.
Oh.
Yeah, we're all caught up now.
Well, I think at least it was still good.
We created this majestic Landry creature.
Yes.
Yeah.